Hello everybody, this is Alex from Hardcore Guides, bringing you my guide for God of War on God difficulty. Today is episode 7. This is the last session I actually recorded, besides the last night. This was, I think, like episode 5, 6, and 7 I recorded? I don't know, this was a session I recorded like last week, so this is the end of that. And yesterday I recorded all up to episode 9. So I got a couple episodes recorded yesterday, and today we're doing some more God of War. And I actually was editing this during my live stream today too, which was nice. I was doing like a Splatoon live stream, but the internet went out and it went to shit, and I don't know. It's good now. Everything's fine now. I should probably move my... Yeah, I should probably do that actually. Move my drink down below. So the first thing we're doing is... Would this be the first technical puzzle? Or what would this be considered as? I don't know. But if you wanted to knock your enemies... Like, if you wanted to kill them, you could just knock them into this. Now, the thing about these walls, each one of them has a different pattern. That one slams like 3 times, and then, like, it has one more quick one, and then it stops. And then the last one, I forget what that one does. But they each have their own pattern, so if you can figure out which ones are which, or how long each one takes to open up, then you can just go through that with ease. Although I did fuck up a lot and died, so that happens. Probably noticed like there was like a cut in the beginning of the episode. Well, that's why. Thing is, I'm almost technically done with God of War. We're almost through it, so this is probably... Pandora's Temple is probably like the halfway mark. If anything, I used to always say like the Minotaur boss is halfway, even though it kind of is. Throughout the whole game, I guess so, because it is technically the second boss. If anything, it's like Hydra, Minotaur, and then, you know, Ares. If you consider the two, that is. Did I ever... No. No, I did not. I never did... Okay, so is this fucked up, or am I just stupid? I hope I didn't fuck anything up. Because what I was intending to do while I was recording this was to make this part go by fast. This was supposed to be fast forwarded, but apparently I just... I guess I forgot to do that, and there's... Well, I wouldn't say there's way too many parts to change up. It'd take like a few minutes to change it up, but I don't really care. Alright, we're good, whatever. We'll just stick with what we have here, so... You gotta live and learn, right? That's what they do. Yeah, I don't know. Before I even started this, I got really fucking excited. I was like, yes, I'm ready to record some more calm for this. And it's weird, like, not just, you know, like an actual excitement. You know, not some bullshit like pseudo excitement that other people get, where it's like, oh man, I'm so excited to record this. It wasn't. I don't think it was really much. It wasn't really much of recording commentary for this. It was more of like the idea of getting close to being done with God of War, and just having a decent stream today. And just when I clicked on the intro for God of War, I was like, yeah, I'm ready. You know, I'm ready for this shit. I got pumped up, jumped up and everything. I was like, I'm so fucking excited today for some reason. It's a good day already, you know? I like the morning time when I can actually leave and go do something. That's always nice. Always usually kind of gets me going. Go to Conoco, or in this case to us now, it's the Mini Mart, as they call it. Go to that little gas station that's near here and fucking grab a drink and some little candy bar and come back home and do whatever. So, yeah, let's just say that today is already becoming a good day. I had kind of a somewhat shitty week due to the fact that, you know, people can be an annoyance to me, but it happens. And we're here now, so I guess I really wouldn't worry about it too much. But yeah, one little trick that you can do here is if you can ever find yourself a platform to stand on, just do this. You can always just jump up and do like an L1 square if you wanted, or in this case, that was like an L1X. L1 triangle, what that actually is going to be useful for, and you'll see it later in like episode 9, I think. There's like a room where that one room we have to fight like a certain amount of enemies and kill them all off. Well, in that room, there's like 2 archers like just standing above like a platform. It's like above you. If you want to get like some extra bit of height, like if your enemy's like a little too high above you, and you're getting tired of like grabbing a ledge and falling down, just do an L1 triangle and you'll get right up there. And that's what I did. So you'll see me do that later on more often. But as right now, I don't really worry about it too much. So what the fuck did I cut here? Nothing. I cut nothing. There was a split right here, but I never fucking fast forward the video like a moron. Which I told myself I was going to do in the stupid ass stream too, so. Thing is, depending on how much time I have left, I might just record some Sonic Heroes. I don't know, maybe. I have like 4 episodes recorded already. But, like I don't want to, I do and I don't, because my brother's coming home at like 3 o'clock, and I want to be able to, we usually just watch stuff, and we're not going to be able to really watch any JoJo tonight, because we always watch it upstairs in the living room, and there's a glare going on. He gets all pissy, which I wouldn't blame him. It is annoying, but that's usually why we watch it better at night. Yeah, I know we watch it sometimes in the morning, but I don't know why we deal with it then. We might just watch it Saturday morning instead. That might just be a better choice. If anything, he could just spend the night later on. I don't care. I don't know what we're gonna do tonight, but all I know is I want to work on my game, or our game, I should say. I don't know why I keep calling it mine. It's not mine. I know that. I just have this stupid mindset that if I'm working on something, then it's mine to work on, even though I know it's not. It's stupid of me to think that way, and I don't mean to think of it like that. It's just retarded. Oh, hey, look, a copyright claim on Splatoon already. Oh, wow, interesting. Oh, yeah, great. It's not trouble. Okay, cool. Thanks, Nintendo. You guys get free money. You're welcome. I'm so glad I could help you guys out. You know, I'm so glad I could just give out money to Nintendo, you know, help them with their struggles that they're having. To be honest, I don't make any money on YouTube anyway, except for like older videos that I have ads on still that I've not taken off yet, even though I've told myself millions of times to go fucking do it, but I can't get off my ass to do it. So this one right here, I think it slams 3 times, and then it slams 3 times quick, and then it stops. This is the one that's the tricky one, because it'll slam 3 times, it'll come back, slam once more, which I fall for, like a fucking dope. I don't know why I'm so stupid. You know, I don't even know half the time. But yeah, the thing is, like, I wanted to do, last night, I wanted to record both God of War and stream it at the same time. But OBS doesn't stream if Elgato's open at the same time. So I couldn't record both. Now you're probably saying, Alex, why didn't you just, you know, stream it and then take it off YouTube that way? Well, the thing was, if I would have done that, then if I had commentary already in the video, that's going to pick up in this video. That's going to count as its own video. I can't do commentary over it unless I just cut out the complete sound, which would be stupid. It basically just defeat the purpose of doing a fucking guide at that point. And also, if I didn't cut my commentary, people would come in, they would chat, and I would have to pause every once in a while to be even able to chat with them. I don't want them to feel like I'm ignoring them, even though I'm not. I'm trying to do like a guide. Now, of course, it takes me about like 20 to 30 minutes to actually, you know, finish a video. But then again, still, that's quite a long time for somebody to actually, you know, hear me say something. So I think that's kind of pointless of me to do that. Now, don't worry, I do cut this part out here when I have to actually... No, I don't. Never mind. I was going to say, I thought I did, but I didn't. I was wrong. Well, basically, these Minotaurs are going to spawn. It's like after you kill the archers, or at least... They spawn when you get in the room, or it's after you kill the archers. It's one of those two. But just keep your eye out for those two. I think there's only 2 of them anyway. Just use the Medusa's Gaze and you should be fine. If you got the L2 triangle, you should be alright with it. If you are doing it the way I'm doing it, then everything should be fine. But of course, if you're doing like a no upgrade run, then I don't know what to tell you. That's a hard one right there. I've always tried to do it. I got into like... Didn't I say the halfway point was like the Desert of Lost Souls? Yeah, that's what I said, wasn't it? I don't fucking know what the halfway point in this goddamn game is anymore. This game doesn't really have a halfway point. It's just, it's weird. I don't know. I've never figured it out. I've always said like this is, but I don't know. I guess the souls in the desert's probably like close to it. If anything, either that or the beginning of Pandora's Temple, like I said earlier. It's one of those two. It has to be. I'm just thinking about like level wise, not length wise. Yeah, you can tell I just basically wasted guys my magic because we're gonna get magic back anyway, regardless. So might as well just go ahead and kill them off, you know, with the rest of my remaining magic anyway. And you got these guys to take down, and then you have the archers to take down. Then you pull the lever and get the first skull. That's pretty much the end of the first puzzle, sort of. I mean, yeah, we still got more stuff to do, but that's pretty much the beginning, like the end of the first beginning part of the temple. I don't know how I'm going to divide this. I don't know what I'm going to name the videos yet. I might name it like Puzzles 1 and 2, whatever, you know, or whatever kind of puzzles there are. First skull, second skull, or maybe like, I don't know, first half, second half, because like we just did the Artemis stuff and all that in the last episode, and this one we actually get the skull for the first time. We get the second Muse key. I have no idea what I'm going to name it. Pandora's Temple, like, part 2. Pandora's Temple part 3, I guess. I mean, there's really nothing to give these names with. Regardless, what the fuck was I going to say earlier? I was talking about something else, but what was it? It was about recording, wasn't it? I have no idea. Oh, yeah, well, I mean, I want to get God of War done as quick as I can, only because I want to do something else with this channel. Now, God of War is good. It's good. I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun with it, and that's the point. Oh, I saw that in NUR. That's right. I got like the Desert Lost Souls, and I just stopped. That's what happened. But after God of War, I plan on doing... I want to do Bioshock 2 on hard with no Vita chambers. Which that's one thing I want to do. And there's another thing I want to do too, which is like, I want to do Bayonetta on hard, and I want to do Vanquish on hard. So, I don't know what the fuck I want to do yet. Should I just actually do what I said I was going to do and do Bioshock 2, or just go with something else? I mean, it depends. Like, whatever bores me. Because, like, Bioshock 2 would be fun. It's just... Okay, I had fun playing on hard with no Vita chambers. I was trying that. I was doing a playthrough right now myself on the PS4 so I could just get the trophies and shit. But alongside it, I'm trying to do everything else, too. So... You know, it's just going to make the game last even longer and basically make it more pointless. Granted, having no Vita chambers does not affect jack of shit. I mean, you basically just die and just retry. That's literally all it is. Most of the time. Yeah, the enemies do keep their health bars. Sometimes, and like, enemies that are already dead are dead. But you could just save it and then just go heal up somewhere or something. I guess the only, like, benefit of having a Vita chamber is to heal up, and that's practically it. Like a free basic health bar at that point. But even then, like, Bioshock 2 isn't really, like, retardedly difficult. Although, I will say this, though. Even though there's no trophy for beating on a hard with no Vita chambers, it's just, the game's still hard even on hard. Like, okay, it's harder than Bioshock 1. Even on hard. There are two types of trophies this time. There's hard mode and then there's no Vita chambers. But you can do them separately. So if you wanted to play through like easy mode with no Vita chambers, there you go. But I'm going to take the big way out. And I'm going to do hard with no Vita chambers. Which will basically just be harder than Bioshock 1. I will say that. Bioshock 2 is harder than Bioshock 1 only because of the fucking little sister. She makes everything 10 times more fucking difficult and annoying. She's just a pain in the ass. And the problem is you can't go back to previous levels. So you can't just skip on a little sister. Did I say big sister, I hope? I don't know. Regardless, you can't skip on a little sister. Well, you can, but I wouldn't recommend it, you know. And even when you do that, you have to go fight the big sister. And it's just a fuck ton of pistivity right there. Just, oh... She's a pain in the ass. There's not very many bosses, though, fortunately. But Bioshock 1 didn't have any, really, to begin with. Unless you count, like, the final boss and, like, Steinman or whatever. And a few in between, but that's it. There's nothing really there that what I consider a boss. But, yeah, that's my plans right now. Would either be Bioshock 2... at this point in time, in this recording, my plans are as follows. Bioshock 2 hard mode, no Vita chambers. Bayonetta on hard, Bayonetta 1 on hard mode, just hard mode. Maybe a Vanquish on hard, not God hard, but just hard. You get the trophy for that and all that good stuff. Bioshock Infinite 1999 mode will come later. God of War 2 will come later, of course, you know. Uncharted Crushing would be nice to do one of these fucking days. Yeah, I have not done that yet, have I? No, I haven't. I've not done any of the Uncharted yet. How have I fucking not done that? Now, I want to do a brutal mode as well, but I might just do, like, crushing, and then I'll just do, like, brutal on PS4 version, I guess. Maybe. If I ever actually fucking beat it. I mean, it's challenging, that's for sure. I'd also like to do a Red Steel, too. Ninja mode, that'd be cool. But I'm not really in the mood for playing it right now, so that's kind of the issue there. Gotta set up the whole Wii mode and all that. It's just a pain in the ass. Thing is, like, every time I play, like, a new game that's considered hard, I always think, like, man, I would love to do a guide of this, you know, that'd be cool. Even though I've not really actually beaten the game physically yet, but it's like, I know everything about it. Even though I don't, these guides are typically just, like, I guess you could say amateur guides, where I don't really talk anything about, like, tips and tricks. It's just more like, just watch what I do, and if you can figure out what I'm doing, then there you go. Which most of the time I'll tell you guys what I'm trying to do, if there's anything, like, super secret about it. Which there's not when it comes to God of War, so all you really do is just, you know, fucking whip out Rage of the Gods, Medusa's Gaze to get the extra points, and just fucking Poseidon's Rage to knock out these assholes, or, you know, just try to... Hang on. Oh, I had to sneeze there for a second. Sorry about that, folks. Anyway, like I was saying, basically just... Magic is your best friend in God of War 1, especially... 2. Well, no, not really. Okay, never mind. God of War 1, yes. God of War 2 and 3, barely. Magic becomes kind of more of like a second thought at that point. I mean, don't get me wrong, they got some cool magic and shit, but can you remember anything from God of War 3 at all? I didn't think so. God of War 2 had like fucking Chronos Rage, and which was eh. They had the fucking Typhoon's Bane, which is pretty good. What else did they have? The Gorgon. Uriel. Yeah, they had her. And then there was another one. I forgot what it was. But they mostly had weapons. That was the thing that God of War 2 started, was like changing the weapons. Which God of War 1 has the Artemis, the Blade of Artemis. But that's it. That's like the only two weapons you get. It's like the Blades of Chaos and the Blades of Artemis. So you're really kind of down and out for like what weapons you can get. As with 2, they give you the Blades of Chaos, of course, or Blades of Athena, actually. The Blades of Athena, and then they also give you the Barbarian's Hammer, and then the Spear of Destiny. And then if you beat the game, you get the Olympus Blade, so Blade of Olympus. And then in God of War 3, they use the Blade of Olympus as a fucking tool for your Rage mode. And Rage mode in God of War 2 is much more efficient than God of War 1, but I personally think a little bit weaker sometimes. The only thing about Rage of the Gods that makes it any good, it doesn't really do too much damage. I don't know if you... I think you can block with it. Which is one thing that the Rage in 2 does not let you do, is you can't block. You do like a tornado attack if you upgrade it, but that's it. God of War 1's like Rage of the Gods is nice and all to use it, but it does kind of suck a little bit until you get it, until you get your blades leveled up to, I think, what was it, level 3? Something like that. It's like a higher level. Once you upgrade your blades enough, you'll eventually unlock the ability to have infinite magic, and that makes it fucking great. Because being able to spam, you know, the Souls of Hades and fucking, or Hades' army and all that, and then just mash it with Poseidon's Rage, it's just ridiculous. And you'll see that later on when we start fighting off those jackasses in Ares' second phase fight with the Kratoses. Because I think that fight's just complete utter bullshit. But if you got Rage of the Gods saved up at that point, which you should, just save it up throughout most of Hades and you should be fine. And if you got Rage of the Gods at that point, you're pretty much fucking sold. You're done. They're gone. Mostly, like the first half. I'd save it up for like whenever the thing starts falling away and you should be good. Oh, man. Yep. Yeah, I'm losing commentary all of a sudden. I don't know what to say anymore. But yeah, God of War 2. What was that fucking last stupid-ass magic ability? I don't remember what the other one was. I'm always forgetting it, too. Shit. You got the Chronos' ability. You got the basically Medusa's Gaze again. You don't have the Hades army anymore. They threw that out, which, in my personal opinion, the army of Hades is not really that much of a good power. And Zeus's Strike, or Zeus's Fury is okay. But, let's be honest here. The best magic you got in God of War 1 is Poseidon's Rage and Medusa's Gaze. Those are like the two best, in my opinion, the two best magic. Each one can be used to an advantage, but I think in terms of like damage and just efficiency, these two are like the best ones to use. And the Army of Hades you get like late game anyway, and it's just, for some reason in late game, they just fucking suck ass. I mean, yeah, it's cool that they target enemies and stun them, but who are you going to use that on? You know what I mean? Like, most of the enemies you're going to use it on that are grouped up are weak-ass enemies. They never really throw, like, tons of Minotaurs at you or nothing like that. So these little fucking jackasses grabbed me, and I basically broke my gaze right there that I could have done, so I just used the rest of my magic just to fuck them up. These guys are not that hard. You just got to parry a lot. That's the problem with them, is just, like, knowing when to parry. The thing is, if you attack a guy who's blocking too much, or, like, if they block most of your attacks, they're going to come back with a parry. And it's bullshit that they can do that, but it makes sense, I guess. I mean, you can basically parry that way in real life, too, if you wanted. But what I'm trying to say is, if you keep attacking enemy long enough, they'll eventually fight back. Do, like, a counterattack on you. So just try to bait that out, and when you do, bait out your own parry. Because they always go for that one, like, long stretched, like, stab attack that they do right there. These guys have two different health bars, although there's really no health bar. It's just they have two different circle prompts, I guess you could say. They got one that knocks them on the ground, and they got one that you can just finish them off with. They're the first enemy that has it, and they're definitely not the last one. The Centaurs are the next group of jackasses that do that, and trust me, those guys are just major assholes. I would recommend having Poseidon's Rage level 3 before you get to that point of the game, but we're already close to that anyway, and I already have like level 2 and I've been working on something else, so at least have it level 2. At the very least, have it level 2. Just, level 1 ain't gonna do shit. Level 1 does not do shit for dick when it comes to those guys. Those guys are just assholes. They're not hard, they're just assholes. They're very aggressive, and I hate that. And their attack patterns are fucking stupid. I've never really figured it out yet. Because they have these weird-ass attacks that you can't parry. And it's just, annoying. Like, I got Minotaurs pretty much down pat, almost. Somewhat. I don't know. There's, like, certain monsters that still get me every once in a while. Like, you notice I don't parry everything, because I always fuck up a block or something. But for the most part, I got this game down pretty well, pretty packed. This is, if I had to say one of the games I'm actually really fucking good at, this is one of them. And when I say I'm really, really good at it, I mean, like, I'm okay. I can do what I need to do, and I know what to do, how to do it well. Except for that, I was trying something else. I was trying to be cool, but it wasn't working. And I think, when it comes to Zeus's Fury, if you got a little 2, I think the L2 triangle charged attack, I think can actually knock enemies back, it looks like. I don't really use it as much as I should. I know, pathetic. One minute I'm saying like I'm actually pretty good at the game, the next minute I'm basically just not having a clue of what the hell I'm doing half the time. No, but I'm good at God of War to handle my own. Like, I'm playing on God mode right now, for fuck's sake, and I'm going through it with like barely any health, it seems. Like, most of the time I come out with any, like, barely any health, but they give you plenty of chests, so it's good that they do that. Thank God for that. This next part actually used to be the bane of my existence in God mode for God of War, at least. Back then, this used to be the worst part in God of War, but now I think the part when you have to fight the Centaurs the first time, that's the worst part in the whole game. No. Kratos' they're still probably like #1 top part, but not boss wise, level wise. The Centaur fights are just stupid annoying. That one's just retarded because you gotta get them in that ring and then you gotta kill them off that way, and they have to be in the ring to do it. And if you waste your magic, you're fucked. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. This part used to be a problem because I used to think the enemies actually infinitely spawn, which I don't think they do. Kind of. Okay. I'm not 100% sure. I think they do, but I think they don't. Like, I think they only stop spawning when you get after a certain checkpoint. Like, They'll spawn enemies on the bottom floor when you get to a certain checkpoint, and then they'll stop. Once you get to like a certain rock, they're done. Then after that, you know, it's just, you go on, there you go. So, anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Play some more God of War on God mode for episode 8. And we'll carry off the rest of this, this puzzle here. So, anyway, take care, everybody.